Okay, back with part two. Oh, for all y'all guys out there, I don't have the do-rag on. But it'll be on, when I get to the house. Oh, and I didn't change my shirt. I know y'all want me to dress up and stuff. You gotta wait till I get to the house because I got 100 shirts at the house. I don't got them in the car. I know I forgot to look good for you guys. I'm working on it. Anyways, man, part two. As you can see, I'm whipping around, moving all over the place, dropping people off and stuff like that. But called up the oil field, Sandbox company. They work with Halliburton. Halliburton is a drilling company, fracking company. Then you got the people that do the bots division. Called them up. They said it was work all over the place. Me being an oil field worker, that means one or two things. Either the work is so cheap to where you done drowned everybody out, or all of a sudden it's booming. So I had a conversation with Anthony. Y'all know Ant that used to work with me. The pneumatic driver Ant. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I just had him in my video like 2 days ago, but he actually worked in the oil field on the fracking crew, and I asked him what's going on, and he was like, bro, they just they just drowned everybody out by just dropping the prices until drivers went broke. And even though you was on YouTube telling them, hey man, the prices didn't drop, y'all need to go home, a lot of these people, they just stayed until like all their credit cards was maxed out and whatever type of savings they had was just gone, and just stayed until the very last truck breakdown, and then they were just forced to leave. So that's how he told me, that's what he told me happened in the oil field. So there's less drivers now. And I had told y'all, a lot of people got rid of their pneumatic trailers and blowers, and a lot of these drivers are not going to be able to get the funds up ever again to purchase all of this stuff, because it's such an enormous price that you have to pay. First, you have to buy a truck all over again. That's already $15,000 right there. Then you gotta put money into the truck, get it all road ready and things like that. Then you gotta buy a blower. They want about $7,500. Then you gonna have to get a trailer, and who knows how much that is, and put tires on it and all that. And people, we in 2025, man. The economy is declining, and people ain't got that kind of money to put together again. They ain't got COVID money. They ain't got PPP or whatever, SBIDL or whatever secret loan they had. They can't even get a regular loan because the credit's shot. So, and nobody wants to put in that kind of time in trucking again to run up a bag, buy a truck, and do all that all over again, man. It's like, okay, I done it before, it didn't work out, and I definitely don't want to do that again, to go waste time in the oil field, because we don't control the rates and things like that, which is one of the questions I asked the lady. Is I wasn't concerned about how much work they pretending like they got. I'm concerned about the money. What about the money? Well, we can't talk about the money. Well, I can't send no trucks there, fool. If we can't talk about the money, I can't send no trucks there. Because what's going to happen, and how this can easily be avoided, I'll go down there myself, hook up to the Halliburton Sandbox trailer, and when you give me a load talking about, $100 or $1, my bad, not $1, $100, $250, you gonna find the load and your trailer abandoned somewhere, and I'm gonna be gone, just like I did before. And you won't be able to call me. There ain't gonna be nobody to complain. There ain't gonna be no safety over here for you to call, trying to get. There ain't gonna be none of that. I'll tell you where the trailer at. I abandoned it over there at the freaking petrol. That's where you can pick it up. When this could easily be avoided by just letting the person know up front that's signing up, hey man, this is what we pay. This is what you should expect. If you bring drivers on, this is the rate sheet. You know how the oil field used to be. You remember back in the day when you used to call a company and they used to give you the rate sheet? I don't understand why the rate sheets are so secret now, because the rates is already at the floor. They can't get no lower. Drivers only make enough money to put fuel in the left side tank. They don't even make enough money to put fuel in the passenger tank. So what are we having? Okay, so what, y'all hauling $5 a ton? I mean, what's the holdup? What's the problem? What's the problem? Y'all know I'm not saying this the case. I'm not out there. Because best believe I talked to old school. Old school told me. He didn't just tell me, he showed me. Now, I watched old school stay out there. And everything I'm telling y'all that happened to the drivers out there, it happened to him. I watched old school. He lost his vehicle. He had some things in storage. He lost the storage. He couldn't even afford the storage. I mean, they went and auctioned his storage off. He lost everything in that oil field. But he stayed. He didn't lose his semi-truck, though. He sold his trailer. He sold the blower off the truck, but he kept his truck. Well, I talked to old school. It could have been like 3 weeks ago. I think it was, yeah. It was in July. I talked to him, man. He hit me up. He said, "Hey, Andrew, man, he said it's back doing what it's supposed to do." Then I talked to him the following week. He had sent me a picture. He just got another pickup truck. He said, "Hey, Andrew, man, I'm able to rebuild again, man. Look, I just got me a new pickup truck. No payments this time." He paid in cash. I said, "Okay, so y'all making money again, huh?" He said, "Yeah, I'm making money. I mean, it ain't like what it used to be, but it's positive and not negative." Okay, cool. So it's consistent freight. Okay, I understand. See, I understand that we got to work. If we go to the oil field, we have to work it differently. We can't work it like what we used to work it. We can't just go out there and be sitting in front of the hotel room because the well is down or they moving wells and it don't start back up until today is Tuesday. The next well start Friday. No. We can't be doing work for free, as in the well just ended. We need y'all to go take all the old boxes and take them to the new well. And no, we can't do none of that. None of that free work. What we can do is when the well ends, we'll go park the trailers, go get on repower, get them drive-in trailers, start moving that off the load board. And if they want to call us back to come work the next well, because sometimes you'll make the suit and tie guys mad because you ain't go do all this free work for them. If they call back, okay, hey, the next well ready to go. Okay, we'll come get the trailers and start getting loaded. That's one plan. I do believe if I did do that, I could probably make a lot more money just because it'll be more than just my income. It'll be me and people I lease on. So then it'll be a lot funner too. It'll be funner. Then I got mechanics ready to go. Brothers can go out to eat and hang out and all that stuff. Waste time. How we did last time. Because that's what's going to end up happening anyway. Nobody wants to just sit in the truck and work. No, it sounds good, don't it? Damn, man, Drew, we really going to be getting to this money, man. We really going to be at the most expensive restaurants and losing again. That's what we're going to be doing like we did last time. Not really. But I don't think we did bad last time, and we probably won't be doing bad this time. I just think we just need goals outside of trucking. Okay, when we make this money this go around, we ain't putting it inside of trucking. Everybody need to go on, okay, I'm gonna make this money and put it outside of trucking. And what you do with it outside, that's your business. Me, I'm looking at, hey, do the rehab thing. Because it's looking like to me, I can't pay no 30-year mortgage, unfortunately. I know for all my people more in 90s and below, y'all could easily get the 30-year mortgage, and you had the pension and the 401ks and all the benefits. And Mr. Charlie would allow you to stay on the job 30 years. Now, Mr. Charlie don't have no pensions, and he ain't allowing you to stay no 30 years. And every day he looking to fire you and replace you with AI and robots and all this stuff. So, unfortunately, I just can't. I don't know, man. 30-year mortgage. That just ain't. It don't sound like that's in my future. I'm gonna be honest with you. It don't sound like a 30-year mortgage is in my future. Therefore, I have to be creative. I have to find a different way. And a different way for me is just to simply take the equipment I got now and buy me a fixer-upper. Buy me cash property that I can rehab in the future. I ain't got to rehab it as soon as I buy it. I ain't got to do that. Just give me the deed. I got the rest of my life to rehab it. Okay? I'm not saying that's going to take that long. I'm just saying, or better yet, once you get the deed, then you can go and get Mr. Charlie loans all day. See, that's funny how it works. See, when you own the property, they give you a loan all day. Then you barely even need any paperwork. Shoot, you just that deed is the paperwork. You know they. Can we see some income and some tax statements? I got this deed right here. Well, shoot, we can use that as collateral. We can use that as collateral. Now we don't need to see nothing else. That's good enough right there. Yeah, the property. Yeah, now what you need? How much you need? You need about 20,000. And how much is this house? How much you bought this house for 50, and you only need 20? Okay, so you putting up you pledging 50,000. All we gotta do is give you 20. Oh, that sounds like an amazing deal right there. That sounds like cause we gonna win. We know we can sell that house. Shoot, we can sell it for the same thing we gave it to you. You giving us a $50,000 property, we can bring it all the way down to 25. Not saying that's how they work. I don't know, man, but I do know that's how they, as far as getting loans, if you got some collateral, you way up there. Shoot. It's when you ain't got no collateral, then you need all this paperwork and excellent credit score and all this stuff. I ain't never been a credit score person, man. Even though I got good credit and I don't owe nobody, I ain't never just took the time to just build all this stuff and get all these credit cards and try to get the top tier airline credit cards and top American Express and all that. I never had American Express, but I never got the gold and the platinum and I guess platinum is the highest. It never made any sense to me, man. Getting any of them credit cards and you rack up airline miles. That never made sense to me because I was like, bro, I don't want no airline miles, bro. When I fly, bro, I just pay cash. I just buy the ticket. But if you put enough debt on this credit card, you get one free flight a year, bro. I just pay for the flight, bro. I ain't had no issues ever where I ever in life where I couldn't afford a little ticket, an airplane ticket. Shoot. Anyways, man, I ain't give y'all 12 minutes. May come back with a part 3 as I move around this Nashville, Tennessee area. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below.